future is in your hands. The outcome is up to you. Thomas Monson. Let's have a heart-to-heart about something that has the power to shape not just your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you. The title of this message is simple, but the weight of it is heavy. The future is in your hands. For some, that statement feels empowering, like a call to action. For others, it may feel like pressure, responsibility, even fear. But no matter how it makes you feel, the truth remains. The choices you make, the mindset you adopt, and the faith you walk in are shaping tomorrow, right now. The future isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we build, brick by brick, with the thoughts we think, the words we speak, and the actions we take each day. Too often we give away that power. We hand over the pen that writes our story to fear, to other people's opinions, or to our own past mistakes. We live reactive lives instead of proactive ones, hoping for change instead of creating it. But I came to remind you today, your past is a chapter, not your conclusion. And your future is unwritten, waiting for your direction. Here's the thing about the future. It doesn't care where you started. It cares where you're willing to go. You may have been born into lack, dysfunction, or limitation, but that doesn't mean you have to stay there. In fact, some of the greatest success stories started in the darkest places. The difference between those who change their lives and those who don't is simple. They decided to take ownership of their future. Taking ownership doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you stop blaming, stop waiting, and start moving. It means you believe that God has given you the ability to create, to build, to impact. You don't have to wait for someone to hand you an opportunity. You can create one. You don't have to wait for permission. You can give yourself permission. God has placed within you everything you need to take the next step. Not every step, just the next one. Sometimes we get overwhelmed because we want to see the entire staircase, but faith says, take the step you can see and trust God to reveal the rest. And when you take that step, you're not just moving for yourself, you're moving for everyone who will be inspired, helped, and blessed by your courage. That's why I say the future is in your hands, because your decisions have ripple effects. Your bravery could be the breakthrough someone else has been waiting for. But let's be real. Owning your future means facing some fears. It means doing the hard things, making uncomfortable choices, and letting go of what no longer serves you. Some people won't understand. Some may try to hold you back, not because they're bad people, but because your growth challenges their comfort. But you can't shrink your future to fit into someone else's comfort zone. You can't dim your light because it's too bright for someone who prefers the dark. If God has called you to more, it's not just about you. It's about the assignment He's placed on your life. The assignment may be to lead, to build, to create, to teach, or to serve, but whatever it is, it's significant. The enemy of your future is not always failure. It's often distraction. Every moment you spend replaying old wounds, comparing yourself to others, or doubting your worth is a moment you could be using to build. The best way to protect your future is to focus your energy on what you can control: your faith, your attitude, your work ethic, and your vision. And here's the good news. God doesn't require you to be perfect to use you. He just requires you to be willing. Willing to start, willing to trust, Willing to take the first step, even if it's small. Willing to risk being misunderstood for the sake of being impactful. I know firsthand that life will throw things at you that you didn't plan for. You'll face setbacks, losses, and moments that shake your confidence. But your future isn't determined by what happens to you. It's determined by how you respond. You can choose to see every setback as a setup for a greater comeback. You can choose to turn pain into purpose and losses into lessons. The future is shaped by the mindsets we carry. If you believe you are powerless, you will live like you are powerless. But if you believe you are equipped, anointed, and unstoppable, you will live like that too. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are not defined by yesterday. You are a creator, a problem solver, a solution bringer. God didn't put you here to simply survive. He put you here to multiply, to lead, and to leave a legacy. That's why the decisions you make about your money, your health, your relationship, and your time matter. Every choice is a seed you're planting for the harvest you'll reap tomorrow. If you sow discipline, you'll reap stability. If you sow generosity, you'll reap influence. If you sow faith, you'll reap miracles. The people who live fulfilled lives are not necessarily the ones with the best resources. They're the ones who make the best use of the resources they have. You may be holding something right now that seems small, a skill, an idea, a connection. But in the right hands, that seed can grow into something extraordinary. Don't underestimate the small steps. They are the building blocks of great futures. Your future will be built by the things you consistently do, not just the things you occasionally dream about. Dreams without discipline fade into wishful thinking, but discipline turns dreams into reality. Discipline says, I will show up even when I don't feel like it. Faith says, I will keep going even when I can't see the outcome. And integrity says, I will do the right thing even when no one is watching. These three, discipline, faith, and integrity, are the foundation for a future you can be proud of. And let's not forget, your future isn't just about you. It's about the lives you'll touch, the examples you'll set, and the legacy you'll leave. You may be the first in your family to break a cycle, to build wealth, to lead with integrity. That makes you a pioneer, and pioneers don't wait for permission to lead. They just lead. Yes, the weight of building your future can feel heavy. But remember, God wouldn't have placed this vision in your heart if He hadn't also given you the grace to carry it. Every time you act in faith, you're telling the world, I believe in what God is doing in me. Every time you persevere, you're proving that the future is worth fighting for. So here's my challenge to you. Stop waiting for a perfect moment. There will never be a perfect moment. The perfect time to begin shaping your future is now. Start where you are. Use what you have. And trust who you are becoming. The future is not in the hands of the economy, the government, or anyone else. It is in the hands of the one who is willing to take responsibility for it. So if you're listening to this, I believe that person is you. The future is in your hands. Now go build it with faith, courage, and the unwavering belief that you were born for this. You've got this. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.